What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Back again with another video finally. If you're new, subscribe, hit that like button. If you're not new, you know what to do. Hit the like button and all that, comment, you know the drill. But anyway, today I'm back with another Ticked Off Tuesday episode. Things that tick me off. For one, is it's April and we've still got 160,000 feet of snow on the ground. Okay, maybe not that much, but we've still got a lot of snow, and it just doesn't seem like it ever wants to stop. And that really ticks me off for sure. But what ticks me off about people is people that don't take accountability for their actions, whether good nor bad. Most people are willing to take accountability for when they're good or when something good happens, but most people they don't take accountability for their actions when they get in trouble. They try to pawn it off onto someone else or something else. It's always on, well, he did it or she did it, or it was because of whatever reason, whatever natural reason, because of the weather, because of, depression or insanity or whatever. And you gotta take accountability, man up, fess up. You got in trouble, you got in trouble. You got caught, you got caught. Just deal with it. You see that a lot these days. You see that, like, in our government. You see that everywhere, especially in our government and our media. It's like this most recent shooting in Memphis. I'm not going to get into a lot of the facts on that. You guys should already know all that, so I'm not going to really delve into a whole lot of that. But what I'm going to just kind of give my 2 cents is, if we would get to the root cause instead of trying to blame everybody else, blame something that has no factor in these mass shootings or whatever. And to be quite frank, yes, that ticks me off too. I hate the school shootings. There's absolutely no reason for it, and everybody that does it should be executed on the spot. No trial, no prison time. Execute them on the spot. That's the way I see it. They go in and do any kind of mass shooting, especially in a school, but any kind of mass shooting. You go in there with the intent to kill a bunch of people, you need to be executed on the spot. That's just my take. I mean, I'm not, I'm just me. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to advocate for death or killing in any way, but they should be shot on sight, period. But instead, you get these, and it goes both ways in politics and the government. One side blames the other side. The Democrats, the Biden and them, they're trying to, it's because of them MAGA Republicans. It's because of the Democrats and their stupid gun control laws. And gun control laws don't work, which my take on that also, gun control laws don't work. All you're doing is disarming the good guys and arming the bad guys, and that's, and the bad guys just have a free-for-all. That's my 2 cents. I'm not going to get a whole lot into that. There's other channels, there's other people that dive into that a little bit more in detail. Just my take. Gun control laws do not work. They, you're limiting rounds, limiting magazine capacities, limiting, that's just a form of trying to control us, and it does absolutely no good. It doesn't do anything as far as helping solve crimes, helping stop school shootings. It does absolutely nothing. But they need to put accountability where accountability is, and people need to stop just trying to blame everybody. Another thing is people try to take someone else down with them. Kind of like a snitch. I'm not advocating, again, for not being a snitch. I like it when my kids tell me something that happens that, you know, when something goes on at somewhere, I appreciate when they tell me. But when they just want to take someone down with them, like when one of my kids is in trouble, he's like, well, he did this. It's like, yeah, but that was weeks ago. Yeah, but he's still, it's like, I can't punish him for something he did weeks ago. I can't, you know, tell me that when it happens. And, you know, things like that. I'm not saying my kids tick me off, but my kids obviously tick me off a little bit from time to time. That happens. You have kids, you're going to know that. Kids, especially when they're getting to the teenage years. But that's just another little thing that ticks me off. The other thing, kind of off the topic, or not off topic, but off kind of something else that ticks me off about people is, I think I may have brought something similar to this up in my last Ticked Off Tuesday video, is people, they try to make it all about them. You know, they try to, you know, when you're telling them a story or something, and they try to just twist it around and make it all about them, how they're better, or they're worse off, or their story's worse, or your story's, you know, they just try to make it about them, and that ticks me off as well. And, you know, there's no reason for that either. You know, it's, you know, I'm trying to tell my story, and somebody else jumps in and tries to twist it and make them the center of the story. Like, for example, and I don't necessarily say I blame the lady, but there was a lady, she's kind of an older-ish lady, and it was on my wedding, and she was, you know, congratulating me on my wedding, cool, and then she just all of a sudden just turned it around about her birthday. You know, it's my birthday, wish me a happy birthday, and it's like, just things like that, and it's just like, ugh, it drives me crazy. You know, it just irks me. But, you know, maybe I'm just overthinking everything. Maybe it's something like that, because she did congratulate me on my wedding first, but then she twisted it around to it being her birthday, and wish me a happy birthday because it's my birthday, and me, and, you know, but I get it. People are, and I guess I could honestly say I can get that way too sometimes. I can get to the me, because that's, you know, in a nutshell, everybody cares about themselves more than anybody else, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Let me know in the comments if I'm just overthinking things on that one, because, you know, but the accountability will run. Take accountability for your actions. If you get in trouble, you got caught, you got whatever. It's, you know, you're late for work. Hey, I just didn't wake up in time, sorry. You know, take your punishment, take your whatever, and hey, you know, I was tired. I didn't wake up in time. Don't try and blame it on traffic, or don't try and blame it on the weather. And I mean, if there's an accident and it backs you up and you have to take a sidetrack, that's different. But, you know, you're the one that's late for work, or whatever, or anything, you know, you're the one that messed up. You know, get up an extra hour early, or leave a little early just in case you run into some kind of problem. That's the way I see it. Like, I'm about a half hour early for work. I'll probably just go in and get started. You know, I leave a little early because in case I run into some kind of issue, I'm not late. I mean, and sometimes I have a hard time with that. I'm not perfect. But I try to leave a little early for work. That way I can get there early. And if I get there early, then I just get started working early. Get more accomplished for the day. If I don't, if something happens and there runs into an accident on the road, or some issue comes up that I run behind, I'm not late. I'm on time. So, you know, think it through, you know, so you don't have to take accountability, so you don't have to get in trouble for whatever, you know. Think, You know, and that goes with anything. There's a solution. There's a solution, not necessarily a solution, but there's a solution to every problem. But there's ways to avoid certain problems too. If you just have your mind right, think about what you're doing, and think about how you can avoid an issue of any sort. You know, whether it's, like I said, whether it's late for work, or whether it's, you know, problem with somebody or something or whatever. Think it through ahead of time, and you won't really run into any kind of problems. And just be accountable. You know, take responsibility for your actions and be, you know, that's my biggest thing. You know, and quit trying to blame it on something else. You know, someone else, something else. You know, if the problem is you, the problem is you. The problem's not, you know, if you go in there and say you shoot up a school, for instance, if you go in there and shoot up a school, it's you. It's not the gun. It's not the MAGA Republicans. It's not the Democrats. The problem is you. I'm not saying you're going to do that. You know, that's definitely not where I'm going with this, but I'm just using that as an example. If you go in there and you decide that you're going to go shoot up a school, everybody else is going to try and blame it on something or someone else. But the problem is you. The problem is the person that went in there and did the shooting. The problem is not, we need to ban guns. The problem is not, we need to ban the MAGA Republicans, or we need to blame it on them, or we need to this, or we need to limit the capacity. That's not the problem. That's not going to help. That's not the problem. You know, we need universal background checks. That's not going to work either. Most of these people, they either get their guns illegally from off the street, or they steal them, or they buy them legally. They pass the background checks. So obviously that's not going to work. So just put accountability where accountability belongs. Anyway, I'm here. That's my video. Like, subscribe, comment, share. You know the drill. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Wouldn't be here without you. And I will see you next time.